Hello, friends and fellow rebels. Today I have an important bit of sharing because I can't be the only one who's learning and growing and developing new skills and at times faltering because I've lived my entire life with one skill set and now another is being introduced. Most people, most manifestors, how they operate is they form the image of what they want in their mind, and then they put energy toward it, so it's like a golden road that extends out. And then their intuition tells them when they need to course correct one way or another to stay on that road, when they need to take an action of some sort to develop that road, to continue to bring it out so that they can get from where they're at to where they want to be, with that destination being the manifestation of what they're trying to create. Okay? Like me, seers, they don't forge their own way. They find their path through what others have developed. So they use their intuition to turn and twist and find how to get from point A to point B, but they don't try to create point B. They find what has been created by someone else, by a manifester. They find their way. It is possible for a seer to manifest, but what you do in that case, and I've alluded to it before, is you call to the invisible realms where your ancestors, guardians, guides, patrons, mix and match as you will. And when I say ancestors, I'm including not just where you came from, but who you used to be. So you're calling back to bring it forward. And on no uncertain terms, you express what you want. You bring the feeling of what that represents forward, and you use the emotion to push the manifestation. And both for manifestors and for anyone else who's manifesting, your emotions, that's the battery. That's what pulls you forward. That's what makes that road. It's what makes it happen. If you don't have any emotion toward it, you're going to be stagnant. You're going to see really well, but you're not going to be able to create. Okay, different skill sets. We've talked about that. Now, what will happen as a seer is your message will go out, and whether it be your deep past where you could manifest, or whether it be another ancestor or a guardian or a guide or a patron, you'll get an indication of, yes, that's possible, we can make that happen, or no, not right now, or never. You'll get the message. Or you need to develop this in yourself more before you can get that. That happens too. So, assuming that you get a yes, you're holding the energy and you're anchoring it in this space and time. You're anchoring it here. You are the anchor. It's you can think of it as a kite flying up in the sky, and you're holding the string. At some point you're going to pull that in and land it, and then it will be here, but right now it's flying free. Under the right conditions, when you get where that manifestation needs to be, you can pull the kite in and set it down, and there it is, and there you are, and it all works. But you're not generating the wind that's holding it there. Your patrons, your guides, your guardians are. You're the anchor. You're the one that's bringing it to this level You're not creating it. You're allowing them to create it. You're bringing it in. You're guiding it home. And it's your job to be grounded to get it here. Now, if it's a big manifestation, like most manifestors, you're going to have a wind tunnel around you. You're going to have turbulence around you. You're going to have ripples coming out from you. It's going to be turbulent. Bigger the manifestation, or the greater the change from what you already have or what you already are to where you're going, to what you're manifesting. The more the contrast, the more that chaotic energy, the more, because chaos is transformation. It's creativity. You got to have some chaos to bring something new into the world. So, chaotic. And if you're a seer, if you're able to see that chaos is going to be very disruptive. Manifestors hold that manifestation all the time until it's complete. They're making it happen. They're throwing that energy out. Seers, more or less, walk through the world feeling the energies and kind of seeing the patterns and knowing where they are. It's tricky for manifestors to see. It's tricky for seers to manifest. And sometimes it can cause serious problems. If you are used to sensing your environment at all times, having that ripple effect around you where you're holding something and you're making it real, you're holding that line and you're slowly bringing it in, you're going to miss some things. Sometimes these things are pretty important. You might miss that you hurt your friend's feelings. You might miss that you're walking down the wrong kind of dark alley. You might miss that you inadvertently locked your cat in the shed. And you might spend a good 24 hours thinking that he's dead. Or maybe 36 hours. Or more, maybe 42 hours. You're the kind of person who can instantly sense and feel where the life is around you. Having that manifest turbulence so that the only thing that you really feel and sense are you and what you're manifesting, it can be dangerous. And at times like that, if you get a little hint of something like, oh, I don't know, maybe you should check the shed. Little hint. Listen to it. Because normally, the things that would have rung big alarm bells, ding, 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 and would have hit you upside the head as a seer, when you've got all that manifestation energy swirling around you, all the chaos or all the transformation and all the rest of it that you're experiencing, those really strong alarm bells, they're going to sound like little dings off in the distance. And if you don't listen to them, you're going to wind up with a tragedy. I nearly wound up with a tragedy. I don't want it to happen to you. So, when you play around with new gifts, different gifts, or when you have them thrust upon you through circumstance or because it's the right thing to do, be aware that adjustments need to be made. Learn from my mistakes. If you get a little hint, a little niggle back in your mind, might be good to walk the property. Might be good to look at a few things. Yeah, might be good to open the shed. Yeah, it's midnight and dark and pretty creepy out there, but get a flashlight and go do that. If you get a little bit of a suggestion back there, pretend it's somebody screaming in your ear. And I'm telling you, you you'll be happy you did. Thank you for spending time with me, and welcome to the woods.